Greetings YouTube, Fuzzfinger here once again, and in today's episode of Final Fantasy XII we're going to be taking on some more optional hunts. Right, first things first then, I'm going to just head over to Bajerba. Well, actually I have done so, and if we go over to the clan primer here, we can see on the hunts option all the hunts we've picked up. The ones we've completed are marked as thus, so we know that we've done those ones. So these are the ones we've got available to us, quite a few. It'd be nice if we start getting some of these under the way. This final one that's in the list at the moment, the Cry of Its Power, is one that's actually around this location, at least the petitioner is. And, well, there they are, right in front of us. So you can see on the map where I am in the city. Just approach this person, Pilika. And we can go ahead and accept the hunt. The hunt itself isn't in the city. But obviously we need to come here first to speak to this guy. Okay, and so he's pointed the location for us. And it's the Lusu Mines, which is handy because there's another hunt that we need to do in that area as well, isn't there? You might remember from a previous episode I did try it but failed. And we shouldn't have too much trouble with that one now. It's this guy here, Marauder, in the mines. So we're going to go ahead and give that one a bash, as well as the Tortoise fella here, who is in Site 2 of the mines. So the mines are in the northeastern section of the map as always. I'm going to head over there now. Right, so here we are in the mines at the crossroads area. And straight away you can see ahead of us is the enemy that we're going for. And it did make mincemeat out of me last time, but that was when I had no jobs or anything of the sort, so hopefully now we're going to be able to take on the Marauder in the mines, which is the Nidhogg enemy, and it's a basilisk which does like to split into two. And as you can see, there are other ads in that we might need to take care of, so just bear that in mind. But let's go and see what happens when we take on the Nidhogg. I'm just going to charge in here and let our gambits do the work for us. And this guy does split into two, so just be prepared to take on double. Although it looks like we're doing okay here, doesn't it? He did a fair bit of damage, but he's down. We've done it. So I am going to heal up, and then I'm going to head over into the next section, which might not go as well. Here we are then with the Rocktoise. This is our elite hunt that we picked up from the clan, and this guy hits like a truck. So we'll have to see how we get on, and he's got a massive, just shy of 18,000 hit points as well, so he's stronger than any other enemy in the game we've faced thus far. But maybe we've got a chance, I don't know, let's give it a go. What I am going to do is just throw an item onto our tank, Varn here, which should help boost up his health. And he also summons skeletons as well, which you're going to want to take care of fairly prompto. And our tank isn't tanking all that well. Actually, he's not keeping the aggro. So we're doing a nice amount of damage. Bash and Varn are both using the sword that we've stolen from Belias, which is a massive sword in terms of its attack power. And it is seemingly making short work of this guy. And he just can't seem to lay on the damage to us, can he? So I'm feeling quite confident with our party setup at the moment. We're getting about 500 points of damage per hit here. And he's down. The Rocktoise is no more. So at this point we're going to head back now and hand in our hunts to the petitioners, the two we've done here. Back in the city then, we're going to speak to Aeacom, tell him the good news. We killed Nidhogg, that was the blue basilisk fella. And we'll collect our reward for doing so, of course. And then we're going to just make our way over to the other chap, the Little Mughal Guy. and tell him that we've killed that giant turtle, who was actually a lot less challenging than I expected. So he is located here. Ran past him. And he's got his pet turtle back. Seems to be a more appropriate size now. Get another batch of goodies, which is what we do this for ultimately, isn't it? Just going to check that no other hunts have opened up. If not, we'll continue on with the ones that we've already got in our logs. Okay, we're done in that city, so I'm back in Rabanasta for the time being. And we're going to enter the weapon shop, which is where we're hopefully going to locate the petitioner for the next hunt. And if we just check in our clan primer here, select hunts, we can see that we're looking for Cheryl. And that Cheryl is in fact located in this room somewhere. Not you. Not you. Just go through all of these with speech bubbles. Don't think that's... that is Cheryl. Oh wow. Okay, fair enough. Didn't know it was a guard. So we'll go ahead and accept, as per always. Right, okay, so we need to be heading over to the Namyenza Sansei for this one. To take on the Wyvern Lord. To find this particular mark, we're going to want to teleport back to the tomb of Wraithwall. Probably the quickest way to get there, so... And then we're just going to run literally into, I think, not the next section, but the one after. And the mark should be flying around. So we'll, of course, head back into the actual area itself first. And here, we're going to... You can see the greyed out area. I've not actually yet visited it, to be honest, so this will be a good opportunity to do so, I guess. And it's just through here. This is where the hunt likes to hang out. There are also some tough enemies around this place, so just be prepared to face those as well. And I'm going to probably collect some treasure chests while we're here at the same time. Wow. They're not lasting long anymore, are they? Just checking around for treasures. I guess we can head up here. The mark itself is located not up on these towers. But there could be some nice stuff to loot, of course. So far, there has not been. Okay. Very good, got some treasure. So now we're going to head back down and start killing enemies. The actual mark is a flying mark, so we will have to be using ranged weapons to take it on. Or magic attacks. Either one will do fine. Or a mixture of both, I reckon. Just one-shotting everything now, aren't we? Which is what I like to see. So there's some good treasures around here. That could be the mark. Let me just check. Yes, the Wyvern Lord is the one that we want. And so we're just going to go ahead for a moment, switch. Just going to switch Van out, but it doesn't look like I'm going to, after all. Let's get rid of this Petrify, though. Gold needles are going to do the trick. Stop targeting me, please. Oh, look, some other ads as well. I want to bring in some of the range casters, but at the moment the mark isn't letting us, apparently. I didn't see that Varm was being targeted there, but apparently he still is. Let's get rid of Bash, Ash, and bring in Fran and Balth. And if I can finally get rid of Varn, we can bring in Penella to do some black magics. Ooh, hang on, no, it's not Balthier I want, it's Ash. And now I can't bring her in. Oh, just let Varn die, will you? Turn those off for a moment so we actually get some attacks in. Can I get rid of Balth now? I can. Oh, and Varn. So we'll bring in Ash and Pen. And Penella isn't doing any magical damage because this guy's probably not weak to anything. I'll just show you her gambits. So it's all fire weak stuff. I guess we could just go ahead and throw anything on here for now. Arrow. I thought arrow would have been good. No. Arrow against flying is actually not good, it's bad. So we'll go ahead and get rid of that. We do not want to be healing this fella. Let's speed things up a touch. Yeah, he's going down now. Slowly but surely, his health is dropping. This guy has just under 19,000 health. Which is why it takes such a beating before it finally dies. We've done it. The Wyvern Lord has been vanquished. Wonderful. Oh dear. Right, so I'll grab these treasures. And see you for the next hunt. Okay, so you can see there's 2 hunts we've got to do here. Where the petitioners are located in the Giza Plains, Sidene and Dania. And actually they're both located in this area here. So we're going to go ahead and find them to speak to them here, Sidene. In order to get to this place, I literally just teleported to Rabanastre from the tomb of Wraithwall. And then from Rabanastre just headed south into the Giza Plains and made my way into this area here. So we get the Croakadile that we have to take on, which is a mutated lizard of all things. And then we're going to head and actually find the other guy we need to speak to. Not you, not you. Where is it? That's Sidene, just spoke to you. I'm pretty sure it's in the same place, I'll just double check. This one, Dania, is who we're looking for. Oh, right, okay, in that little section to the right hand side, apparently. Oh, we've got the regen treasure. Apparently the chap we need to speak to, or lady, I'm not sure which, is not actually present at the moment. Well, I'll leave that for now because the weather actually changes in this place from rainy, which is what it is now, to dry. And I'm assuming that the other thing only the other person only comes out during the dry season. So we're going to go ahead and do this hunt while we can because it's only available during the rainy season. And basically the way the seasons work in the Giza Plains is very simple. You get an hour of rain and then 2 hours of dry. So that's based on the in-game clock. So pausing your game will not advance the time at all. It's an hour in-game of rain for the in-game clock and then 2 hours of dry. And the mark we're after is only available in the rainy season. And I believe it's located around here. Yes, there he is. And this guy's quite hard because he likes to hit you with an ability that doubles his level. I guess it doesn't hit you, but it does make him frantically annoying to try and kill. So we'll keep Ash, or Fran I guess, on healing. And then it looks like we're not doing a lot of damage, so what I'm going to do is get rid of Ash for the time being and bring Varn in. And maybe we can try and use Penelo here. If we're going to Mist... Oh, I thought we'd be able to summon... Oh, it's Fran that summons, isn't it? I keep thinking I've given Belias to Penelo, but it's to Fran. So Fran is going to very kindly summon Belias into the fight for us, and we get to see our very first Esper. Right, so Belias here is going to help us. As you can see, he's got a time thing instead of an MP, and he now lasts 4.5 minutes as with all the other Espers, as opposed to 90 seconds in the original Final Fantasy XII. And unlike the original Final Fantasy XII, we can now select Belias as a playable character, and can therefore do all sorts of nasty stuff if we so wish. This guy, I believe, is weak to fire, so it's quite handy that we can cast the ability. We can also cast Pain Flare for lovely amounts of damage, as you can see. And hopefully we'll be able to take this guy down relatively quickly. So the first green bubble has now gone. Meaning that we have limited amounts of time to take this guy out. And at this point his level doubles, so we're going to have to be careful of the damage that he's outputting. So let's just keep those Pain Flares coming in from Belias here. Ouch. Is he dead? Well, one of them is. And it was Belias, he died. So hopefully we'll take care of this guy here. Yep, we got him. We get the Ring of the Toad. Right then. So that item we just collected is going to be given to an NPC a little bit later. But now we're just going to run back to the quest giver, or the petitioner as they're known as in this game. Say, we've done your dirty work. Just checking something, okay. And we'll speak to Sadine, who's going to tell us to go and speak to somebody else. We do get our reward first of all though, for actually completing the hunt. Very nice. Right, so we're going to have to bring it back to this area, but only once it turns dry. At the moment we can't, because it's wet. So we'll have to leave things be for now. What I've just done then is made my way back to Rabanastre for now, and we're going to leave the hunt that's in the dry for the time being. And there's one other hunt I haven't done yet either, in an area we haven't yet visited, so that's still in my log. But we are just going to take a very brief trip back to the weapon shop at this point, so that we can hand in the other hunt we did a little bit earlier on. We are making good progress now on the hunts, of course. Slow down, and we're looking for that guard, aren't we? There we go. Cheryl. And we get another batch of rewards for completing that hunt. I'm just going to take one final action for this episode, which is to check if the clan has anything new for us, since we've taken out at least one elite hunt after our previous visit. So it could be something exciting. Might not be. Just don't know yet. Speak to Mont Blanc. Yeah. We're boosting up our rank nicely. So time to get some more rewards. Only one. Although we do have another hunt available. The Gill Snapper. Yes, go on then. We'll do your dirty work for you. And we are located here. Okay, so back in the Giza Plains. A little bit further south this time though, however. So this fella also, I believe, wants to take that guy out. But of course, it's going to be left up to us. So folks, I'm going to finish off here for today. Thanks for joining me. And we'll pick up next time. Probably going to crack on with the story again, but I'll see what happens. But yeah, take care guys. See you soon.